Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mimi. If you're new here, this is Mimi React. On this channel, I react to TV shows, pop culture news, and all the things. So today I just wanted to come on here and talk about something. I'm sure you guys probably have seen this all over social media. This was trendy last week. So Rasheeda and her husband, Kirk, they went on a podcast where I didn't watch a full podcast, but I saw a clip, right? And I saw a clip where they were talking about Yandy and Mendici. Granted, I want to put this out there. I have not watched Love and Hip Hop in the past. I've not watched the past maybe 4 or 5 seasons because it's been so long that I stopped watching it. I just thought it was, I don't want to use the word that describe the show to me anymore, but I used to watch it when I was younger. I used to watch, I saw all the seasons with the baby mama drama with Yandy and Mendici's baby mamas. But as I think it was after I got married, I stopped watching it, and I got married about almost 8 years ago. So I've not watched a full episode in the past 8 years. So, but I just wanted to come on here and talk about this because I saw this and I felt a certain way, right? So I don't know, like I said, I don't know what transpired on the show between Yandy and Rasheeda, but the way Rasheeda and her husband was dragging Yandy and Mendici, I just was like, where's all this coming from? Because like I said, I don't know what really happened, but to me, no matter how or no matter what happened, if this is somebody y'all call friends, because they were cool, especially the husbands, Mendici and Kirk were cool. And the way Kirk was dragging Mendici, it just was like I said, I don't know what happened, but I don't think any of my friends can do anything for me to drag them as much as Kirk was dragging Mendici. I've had friends who have ran my name through the mud, but I would never drag him like the way this man was dragging Mendici. I would never even come on social media and air out somebody's business who I was once friends with. Granted, all of their business on the show, right? But I'm just giving you guys an example. And also all the things that Kirk was addressing, it just sounds like he's just trying to make himself feel better. Now, let's watch the clip and come back.
Yeah. But I really feel like, for me, number one, what's happening for Mendici and Yandy, for Atlanta to like you, it needs to happen. Because they funny down here anyway. Smart. I got to give them credit when credit is due. Mm-hmm. And I got to give her credit when credit is due. Because they attacked us in a way where now they're into it with Kirk and Rasheeda. And that's where I was like, I applaud you for that one. You did your big one, right? But I do think on No Shade, I'm like, bro, I've been to 2 weddings. For me to find out you motherfuckers really ain't married, that threw me for a loop.
Are Yandy and Mendici legally not married?
There's no marriage certificate. Those were weddings.
Between us girls, Rasheeda, is that true?
Listen, this is what I will tell you. A marriage certificate is a legal document and a public document that you can pull up and go get right now.
So as you guys can see, that's the clip. And it sounds to me that Kirk was just trying to make himself look better because we all know Kirk is the cheating husband. He's the husband who is a full-blown married man, but was in a jacuzzi tub with a whole bunch of women. B&B was one of them. And then we also saw where his baby mama, because he did had a baby on Rasheeda. We also saw that, I saw clips through the years where he was still trying to sleep with his baby mama, even after the baby, and embarrassed him on TV, national TV. And then we have also had other women come up and say, oh, this man is doing this, doing that, throughout the years. And also he has baby mamas, just like Mendici. So I'm just like, you're dragging this man for doing the same thing that you did. Or are you just trying to make yourself feel better? Because I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I don't see Mendici ever coming on social media dragging another man. And this is just I hate to use words on men, but this is just feminine to me. Like, it's a feminine behavior. That's why I'm not even mad at Rasheeda, because I'm like, that's what women do. Women are petty, right? Not all, but a lot of women are petty. So I don't really know what happened between Rasheeda and Yandy, but I'm sure something happened on the show and they just try to like come at them. For Kirk to bring up the whole idea that Yandy and Mendici are not legally married because he done been to 2 weddings and there's no marriage certificate. And I'm just like, are we watching the same show that y'all are on? Because when I used to watch Love and Hip Hop back in the day, Yandy made it very clear that she is not signing them court papers for the marriage certificate because Mendici has child support. And if you know Yandy, you know Yandy's a businesswoman, okay? So if he has child support, once she signed those papers, his debt becomes her debt. His child support becomes her bills. And she's not doing that. And honestly, I don't see nothing wrong with that, okay? If I would have a different issue if these people were like strong people of faith, they don't believe in prenups and all of that, but they don't give me that vibe. They're just free people, you know? They're just free people that just having fun and living life. And all I see between Yandy and Mendici is just trying to raise happy children. They don't bother nobody, literally, but constantly over and over again. What I want to see from Yandy, I just want to see Yandy stop doing Love and Hip Hop and just invest in her marriage and her children and raise happy children and have a happy home. Because now it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm not making excuses for Mendici. I don't know what that man is doing out there, right? But it seems like everybody just want to see her marriage go down the drain. It's like everybody just like, even if that's what her husband is doing, her as the woman who's trying to hold it down in the home, I would expect the other women in the show to support her, lift her up, you know? But it seems like all of these women, they see a little screenshot, they see a little clip or hear something, they're bringing it to her. It's like, and I want to say this too, this is also a lesson for a lot of us. If you have friends that comes to you and tell you what your man is doing outside, and that's all they do, they're not your friends. They're not your friends. Because if they are not confronting him, because if I see one of my close friends' husband in a restaurant, in a whatever, with another woman that's not his wife, or it could be business too, though. That it could be also business, because Mendici is also a businesswoman. But if it seems like it's like a little flirty relationship, I'm gonna walk up there and say what's up, like, you know, like stand up for my friend. So yeah, like I was saying, like if my friend's husband has all these allegations, mind you, we have not had any proof that Mendici is actually cheating. It's just women coming up and saying he's talking to them, he's sliding in the DMs and stuff like that. And let's be honest, a lot of husbands out there do it. A lot of men out there do it, right? We have not had any proof so far. I've not seen any proof where this man actually sleeping with another woman. We have not seen that. So it's like, it just seems to me that people are just like trying to like tear down Yandy. And what make, like, I understand, right? Like, I'm not making excuses for Mendici. I promise y'all, I am not making excuses. And I do feel like Yandy also sometimes feed into the drama, and it seems like she's just acting stupid. But I definitely understand where Yandy's coming from, because it's like Yandy has been with this man for so many years, right? They literally built together. When she got with him, he wasn't Mendici. Like, literally built together. They have built a successful business. Matter of fact, successful businesses. They have a beautiful family. Their children are happy. Their home is happy. So of course, maybe he is flirting with women. Okay, like I feel like that should be their business, and they could probably go to therapy and things like that. But for Kirk to come on a podcast to drag Mendici like that, talking about some he done been to 2 weddings and there's no legal certificate, and are they in open marriage? Like, Kirk, we knew you were in an open marriage because obviously you had a baby on your wife and she was fine with it. Like, we didn't get the reaction from Rasheeda that everybody thought we were going to get, because y'all have been married for what, over 20 years. So it's obvious that you and your wife had an open relationship. So it seems to me like you're deflecting. You're just trying to make yourself sound better. And I just did not like that. From a man to man, like you come in at Mendici, I just did not like that at all. And it's not even, like I said, it's not even me making excuses for Mendici. Hey, Mendici could be cheating. He could be cheating, and he's probably just not like exposed yet like that. He could be cheating, but my point is, whether or not this man is cheating, you as a man that once called this man your friend, like I feel like you should have handled that a different way. No matter how angry y'all are at each other at the moment, you should have just handled that a different way. You should have just said, like I said, I don't know what really happened, but there's nothing somebody that I once called friend could do that will make me come to a podcast and do something like that, especially at their big age. Kurt is like, what, almost 50 or maybe in his 50s? I should Google his age. Let me see. How old is Rasheeda's husband, Kirk? He is 56. Kirk is 56. At your big age, 56 years old, you are on a podcast dragging another married man. Like, I just did not like that at all. I just did not like that. Like, Yandy is a girl's girl. So it's like, I don't understand where all of this is coming from. Yandy gives me like, like Toya, like Lil Wayne's ex-wife. That's what she gives me. Toya is a girl's girl. Like, she has all these beautiful, long-lasting friendship. And that's what Yandy is. All of Yandy's friends, they've been friends for years, decades. And I don't know, like Rasheeda, I just feel like no matter what happened, it should not have transpired like this. It just should not. Especially y'all being married women. I don't know, maybe because I'm a married woman, I just expect better from married people. Especially if you see another married couple going through it in their marriage, that shouldn't be no reason for me to drag y'all. There shouldn't be no reason. If anything, I'm going to lift y'all up. I'm going to pray for y'all, even if I don't like y'all, because that's just who I am. I am an advocate for marriage. I don't want to see no marriage fall. I don't want to see no marriage crumble at all, unless your life is in danger or unless this man is reckless out there and your health is in jeopardy. That's the only time I'll be like, yeah, girl, you probably should leave him. Because if he's out here and you don't want to catch no disease, right? But that's all I have to say. I don't want this video to be too long. Let me know how y'all feel about this video with Kirk and Rasheeda coming at Yandy like that. And like I said, my thoughts is that, he just trying to make himself feel better so people could say, oh, he's not the only cheating husband on the show. I feel like that's just what it is, because he's been dragged for so many years on the internet. So now he's just trying to deflect. That's just my opinion. But let me know how you guys feel. I pray that, Yandy ignored all of the naysayers. And I really, really do. I want to see her off the show. Yandy, to me personally, I feel like she has graduated above Love and Hip Hop. She really has. Yandy can thrive. She can do much better out of the show. But I know also without Yandy on the show, people probably not going to watch, because she brings drama. Her family brings drama. Her family brings entertainment. So, like I said, it's probably all for business, because Yandy and Mona are also best friends. And, Mona is the owner of the show. So, anyways, that's all my thoughts. Let me know how you guys feel. Please subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, share it with your friends, like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in another video. Bye-bye.